Good morning. Welcome to the Heartland Lilly podcast. Thanks for watching. I have a Ravelry group for the Heartland Lilly podcast on Ravelry, of course. If you go to the groups tab on the main Ravelry page and type in Heartland Lilly podcast, it will pop up there. We have a few things going on in there. I have a testnet chatter thread in there right now for my new sock pattern. And I also have a year-long knit-along going on with self-striping socks. Sorry about that. So the only rules are that you watch the podcast and know about it, for one, and two, that you are a member of the group and post your finished objects in the sticky. There's a sticky there for it under the self-striping sock KAL. So, it's been about a month since I checked in last. Since that month has gone by, I've been home a lot more, as I'm sure most of you have been. So I've gotten a little bit more knitting done than I normally have done. So we're going to jump right into finished objects here. February, I got my February Desert Vista Dye Work socks done. They were also a new pattern for me. I'll take them off the blocker here in a minute and show you the pattern on the toe. They're being test knit right now. You might be able to see there you go, right there. You can see the patterning on the toe there a little bit. I have a few testers test knitting and they're turning out pretty good. So we will have that. I will have that sock pattern released, probably toward the last couple of weeks in April here. And I do have two. Yay! That was my Desert Vista socks for February. I haven't recorded since I got these done, so I thought I'd show those today. And then I have my March ones. My March Desert Vista, I do have those done as well. They were, all my socks are knit on a 2.25 millimeter Haya Sharp. I generally knit on those unless I'm doing complicated lace work. Then I use my signature double points. They're just a little bit sharper. These are my March Desert Vista Dye Work socks, Shamrock Gold. I think I forgot to say what color the February ones were. That's not it. The February ones were Aaron Go Brog. Somebody Go Brog. There you go. And I got these done, right on the last day of February. So, and then I got these done, and I do have two. These are for me. These were my March Desert Vista, and I just did a plain old vanilla sock for them. I did an afterthought heel, plain old vanilla sock, knit, contrasting toe and cuff. I was going to do the heel contrasting too, but then I saw some other people had done it that way, and I just didn't like how it looked. So, personal preference on my part there. I just liked how this looked better. So I did that. And I knit a bunch on these while I was at my son's show choir weekend before the schools got shut down and all that. So I got a lot done that weekend. I think I got a sock and a half done that weekend. It is a big big thing that our school hosts every year, and there was 60 some schools doing show choir presentations all day long. So I went and watched them. This was back in March sometime. I went and watched them, 6-7 hours that day. It was a longer day for everyone. The people that were helping had to be there at 6:30, 7 a.m. and they did not get done until almost 3 o'clock in the morning. So it was a really long day for them high school kids. But they pushed through it and they got done, and it was great shows and it worked pretty smoothly. They've been doing this since probably I was in school here, so they've had lots of practice getting it done. So now I have 2 more to go into my box. Both were green, so I totally, for April, got a different color out. I was done looking at green for a little while. Even though it's my favorite, I was done looking at green for a little while. The next pair I got done since I've been home and stuff is these ones. They are my Felici sport weight socks that I've been working on for quite some time. I finally got them done probably the last part of March, after I got my Desert Vista socks done for the month. They are just slip stitch on the first row of the new color in the toe in this area, and then on this area I did a 3x1 rib all the way up the leg. Didn't really put a cuff on it. I knit until I ran out of yarn, pretty much. I had not any yarn left for anything. I saved enough yarn to do the bind off, and that was that. So yeah, the Felici Sport, it was in the stream bag colorway. I did use a bigger needle for these, a 2.75 instead of a 1.2 or a 2.25, just due to the fact that it was sport weight yarn, and I started them 4 years ago. Finally got them done. I had one sock done. I had the one sock done forever and ever. And then the second one was past the heel, and I went, okay, my Desert Vista socks are done. I need to get the rest of this done, because it should not take me that long to knit a pair of sport weight socks. So I got those done. And I got one more done. These were supposed to be done for Christmas, but they are done now. This is random yarn. I have no idea what the color of this yarn is. It was from an independent dyer down in Nevada, Missouri, and they have since gone out of business. And my friend got this yarn at their yarn shop, but she did not keep the tags. She does not know where they are. So I'm not sure. I believe it's BFL, just due to the consistency of the yarn and stuff. I had 2 partial skeins. One was the pink on the heel there, and one was the blue. And I had more of the blue, so I did contrasting heels and toes in the pink. And these will be for my boyfriend's sister. They ended up being able to fit her, so I had to make a different pair for her, for their mother. They were too small for his mom, so I know that his sister will enjoy them. She is a knitter herself. She has been doing a lot of knitting also, and over quite a bit knitting with me. I taught her how to knit several years ago, and she put it down for a while, but she's picked it back up, so she's needed some tutoring here and there since everyone's been home from work and whatnot. Yeah. So, works in progress. Today when I turned on the camera, I was working on this. It is a Vortex shawl by, let me see if I can see who it's by. It's a very easy, uncomplicated pattern by Pisceon Knits back in 2008. Let me see if I can get you a good picture of the shawl itself right now, because it is lace. It kind of looks like cat yak on the needles because it's all scrunched up. When it's done, it will look like this, if you can see that. It's just a simple circular vortex pattern with a picot edge on the outside, if I ever get that far. You can see the middle part here as it goes. I am getting there. I have used about half of my yarn. This is a cotton yarn. It's a very shiny cotton yarn. A cotton fingering weight yarn from Blue Heron Yarns. I got it when we did have a local yarn shop. It wasn't close. It was about 45 minutes from here. And she's been closed for, I want to say 10 years. 10 years. So this is Blue Heron yarn in the deep blue sea colorway, and it's Egyptian mechanized cotton. It's 1,000 yards. So I've been working on this for a little while. Can you see that? There. And here and there, I just periodically take it out. I've been working on it for 3 or 4 years. I've been, instead of casting on new projects, unless it was my Desert Vista socks, I have been going through my old project bags and either frogging things or getting them out and working on them. So this is one of the ones that I decided I'm not pulling out because I love this yarn. It's got the shiny blue and greens in it, and it does look like the deep blue sea. So I've just picked that up just this morning and started in on it again. I pick it up every couple weeks or so and just do a couple rounds. This week I've had some issues with my right hand and arm, so I haven't been able to knit a whole bunch this week. I'm thinking carpal tunnel. Yay. So for the last few days, I haven't really done anything at all. But I have started on my April Desert Vista Dye Works socks. I decided on the Potter series for this month. And I started them 2 at a time, but true to form, I broke them up and put them on 2 separate needles. So this is the first one. I'm getting there. Look at all those colors. It's supposed to be the colors of the books. As you go through the color progression, I have about 3 repeats on the needles right now on that one. And I do have 2. This one isn't quite as far along. Maybe if my arm is feeling up to it. I've been resting it, so I should be able to knit today for a little while. I'm not sure how long, but a little while. Here is the second sock. The colors are just gorgeous, and it's been so much fun to knit them up, and they're not all the way green. So, not that I mind that, but I was getting a little bit tired of looking at green, I guess you would say. And I have those in my Desert Llama bag. So I've been working on those. I've also been working on a boxy sweater, which I did not bring up here. We have a TV area in the basement, so as I have been doing laundry, I have been downstairs watching TV and knitting on my boxy. It is not very far. I probably have 2 inches done on it. I have kept that bag downstairs just to work on it while I'm downstairs doing things. Laundry, if I don't feel like going up and down the steps, or if I just go down there to sit and watch TV for a change of pace. Excuse me. The other set of socks that I've been working on, and I'm almost done with the first one, is these, and it's a Knit Picks Felici, and I'm in the ribbing here. And I think I have 3 rows left on the ribbing, but I just could not this week at all pick it up. So these will be for Robert's mother, and I think I'm just going to mail them to her. There'll be a bright spring pair of socks for her. She wears them to bed. She has very poor circulation in her feet, so she likes these for in bed. So I thought I'd get her a really bright pair of socks for just fun, something to cheer her up. She is in the category of people who have had to stay at home and be isolated away from everyone. She has high risk. She has MS, among other things. So she has been staying home. So I thought I would send those to her in the mail, since we are not allowed to go visit or anything right now. This is a Knit Picks Felici in a hibiscus colorway. So, yeah. And it's in my little turtle, my baby turtle bag. I only have about 3 rows left on that. Not much has been going on here. Just like everywhere else. Things are all closed. People are off work. Strange times we're living in right now. But I have been getting a fair amount of knitting done when I feel well enough to do it. So there is that. We've been taking the dogs on walks every day. They can only go so far, so a lot of times we'll leave them at home and continue walking after we bring them home, do 2-3 miles ourselves just to be out of the house and outside. I don't think we'll get any in this weekend, as we have a winter weather advisory in the forecast again. It's April. Come on. What the heck? But it's what it is in the northern Midwest. So, yeah. Well, I hope everyone stays safe. And I have been loving all the pictures of different knitting projects and sewing projects on Instagram right now. You can find me on Instagram at Heartland Lilly. I think it's Heartland Lilly. Yes, it is. It's Heartland Lilly, all one word. On Ravelry, I am known as Jake's Knittin' Mama. Like I said, we do have a Ravelry group. Please join the fun. I only have a couple of people in it right now. The fun self-striping sock. It can be any self-striping sock. I just decided to do that for the year because I am working up all my Desert Vista month to month. I'm in that sock club this month. So I've been working on those. Thought it would be fun to do a KAL. Well, I am going. I have some gorgeous prizes for that. I need to go through some more of those. I've had some mail recently, so we'll see how that goes. Everyone stay safe and happy knitting crafting. Thank you for watching.